No, it is me, just ignore it. Make it, I had a counsellor issue today and I'm talking so he'll have to wait. You have to actually make it easy for people and you have to make it relevant. And so one of the things we've done is my Access and Equity Planner has gone to team meetings, gone to staff meetings, and she never talks the fancy intellectual stuff. She says, this is what you do, this is how it relates to the Human Rights Charter, this is how it relates to the Social Justice Charter. That concept of making it relatable. But what we've done is we've used our intranet. Now, our Social Justice Charter action plans, there are 8 of them, and we have 96 actions across those 8 action plans. And we have an intranet team site, which is our accountability mechanism. It's got the actions, it's got who's responsible, and then you click on actions undertaken and you come up with this screen which says, what have you done? And people can just type it in and it gets uploaded and the entire organisation can see what actions we've taken. And that's how we build the next social justice report. Does it work perfectly all the time? No. Do we have to go out and market it all the time? Yes. I used to work for DHS and DHS does lots of restructures. And I can remember one particular restructure and the message from the HR people was, when you're talking about organisational change, you need to talk about it. You need to talk about it again. You need to talk about it till you're bloody well sick of it. And then you need to talk about it till you're not only bloody well sick of it, but you're very bloody well sick of it, and you still haven't probably talked about it enough. Capturing the airwaves is a fundamental task if you're a practitioner. I set up on the screen regular, consistent and persistent. That's the polite way to say what I just said. The other thing we've done is we don't hide the gaps. I realised, as the manager and the principal officer who advised council, I made sure, and it's a bit of a characteristic of local government, that we looked good in those annual reports. My current strategy is I don't hide the gaps anymore. But what I do is I give an opportunity to other officers in the organisation when the report is close to going towards council to see the gaps and give them an opportunity to redress the gaps. I'd have to say I was very pleased when the Victorian, and I always say the wrong name, but you know the wrong name, the Equal Opportunity Commission, you know, very often, actually named local governments. I was very pleased. I will get to a process internally, perhaps not externally, where we start to do that. And because this is a community practitioners forum, I thought I'd give you the warts and alls view. What are the challenges? I've already talked a bit about the history and our ideas market. And that it's fundamentally accepted, but that thing that Mike Silvaris identified is that we weren't very good at documenting. It has been our challenge. And it's an ongoing challenge. And for you, it will be as practitioners, an ongoing challenge. In local government, there's always the cost-shifting argument. It is sometimes a furphy, and I don't think there's anyone else here from local government. But the best answer to the cost-shifting argument is, how can you cost-shift on something where your Local Government Act says you have a fundamental objective of actually meeting and improving the quality of life of your community? In local government, a bit like Sheila's comment, we have this enormous diversity amongst our staff. We have everything from garbage collectors, leisure services staff, maternal and child health nurses, and then you have, you know, boffins like me. Building organisational knowledge, and particularly that thing under the Victorian Charter which says anybody can lodge a complaint and anybody can walk in the door. Well, for us, our door is huge. That's the accepting complaints bit. And I'm not sure anybody's got that sorted yet. And then my last message is, I do all of this stuff internally, but we still actually work actively with our community. And we need to actively build community capacity because it's the driver of change. If you like, the legislation in the Victorian Charter gives them redress, but the real carrot and stick is the community. It will be the thing that makes either elected officers lose office or embarrass corporate organisations. The things we are doing, we are working with the VLGA on a local project. We have worked with Di extensively. The VLGA are doing a community education project. Council has funded through its community grants another community education project. I normally talk about, as finishing this up, in human rights is actually a matter of real necessity. With the diversity that we have and the messages from our community to treat us with respect, you can't bang on always about disadvantage. But talking about social justice, talking about human rights, talking about fairness and equality speaks to every member of the community. And that's the thing you have to remember as you go on your journey. Thank you very much.